Hopefully they'll just nuzzle up to you a little bit more and be a little bit more friendly during that time of the month, so you'll have a little bit more love. I'm Dr. Lisa Masterson, and I'm an OBGYN, and I practice in Santa Monica.
My name is Dr. Aline Katafian, and I'm a reproductive endocrinology and infertility specialist.
Today I'm going to be talking about Googled questions on your period.
Bring it on.
Well, there could be a lot of reasons for your period being irregular. It could be a fibroid, it could be an infection, it could be a disorder.
One of the most common reasons is due to ovulation disorders.
You have to remember your period is a vital sign. If it gets irregular and goes off the wall, go to your doctor.
Especially towards the end of the period, the blood is older rather than fresh.
It takes a long time to get from the uterus into the vagina and then out for you to see it. So it also gets oxidized, and so it gets dark. It's not actually your period, but the hormonal changes that go on with your period.
What typically happens is when ovulation occurs and a hormone called progesterone is made, it can affect how fast food can go through the gastrointestinal tract.
So yes, it can affect bowel changes. It's a terrible question, but believe it or not directly.
In certain disorders, such as when a woman has lots of uterine fibroids.
If you have a heavy period, like one of those crime scene periods, you can lose so much blood in an amount of time that, yes, it can cause you to lose your life, and you need an emergency DNC. It sounds so awful, but we scrape that lining and then that stops the bleeding, and it can save women's lives. Well, BV stands for bacterial vaginosis, but basically it's not going to help it. It may actually bring the smell out.
Periods would not be expected to help the situation with BV. Well, cats can certainly smell the odor of a period.
Hopefully they'll just nuzzle up to you a little bit more and be a little bit more friendly.
However, I would not expect that a cat would be affected by the period itself.
So sometimes you can have really severe cramps.
Very significant pain during the periods can be caused by a number of disease processes.
That's usually because of something called prostaglandins, and they cause the uterus to cramp. Let me tell you, having had a baby, they are not as bad as labor cramps, even though they may seem like it. Your period cramps may make you vomit because of the estrogen, those hormones that are going on around.
Right before the period and during the period, the hormones are shifting, and that can cause some nausea.
So it's really important to talk to your doctor, because we can help you with that, sometimes by balancing them out with birth control pills. Remember, they're not just for contraception, they actually act as hormones to balance those hormones during your period. Well, they can, but they're not going to stay that way. It's a temporary augmentation.
When progesterone hormone is produced, that actually can induce slight growth.
And also you're going to be retaining water, and that also makes your breasts appear larger. It can absolutely stimulate those taste buds.
Because of the hormone shifts that are occurring before and during the period.
A lot of women will have total cravings again. So if you're wanting that chocolate, indulge a little bit if that's what makes you feel good.
This can occur if there are things that we're eating that can affect the vaginal secretions and give it a more sweet odor.
Unless you have diabetes or something like that, then you might, again, want to talk to your doctor about it. Oh, the period can make you tired because of those hormones. Again, that premenstrual syndrome. Everybody loves that period nap. You go into like coma-like sleep.
Because of the blood loss that happens during the period, we can be more prone to being tired. Again, the hormonal changes that are going on.
If it's keeping you from doing your work, then that's something you need to talk to your doctor about. The vagina is a self-cleaning oven, so it should not have an odor to it.
It can certainly occur if there is bacterial vaginosis type of infection going on.
That whiff test and it smells fishy, not good. You need something to help that.
So if there is a fishy odor, it should be evaluated.
Well, if your period smells like bleach, it's not because it's cleaner.
Sperm tends to smell like bleach.
The bleach is a sign of ammonia, or you may have eaten a lot more nitrogen-rich foods, so you may want to change up your diet a little bit.
Also, if they're feminine product use that contain chlorine.
So those are the type of things that can make it cause a little bit of an ammonia type of smell. Your period can be a great thing as a sign that you're becoming a woman. You can have a baby.
It's important to know that periods can literally come in different shapes and sizes.
But talk to your doctor, use them as a resource. We're here to help you.
If there is something that you're concerned about, it's really important to talk to your physician and get it evaluated.
Really make the most of being a wonderful hormonal woman.